in relation to what the lady was saying about the housing and the social housing, because I didn't get a chance to say anything about that, you know, because I just let the guys speak and make their noise. But like I said, you know, to the students in the high school, two very important questions: what goes into your head and where do you rest your head? And notice that when you ask the straight question in relation to the social housing, no, it's all hot potato. Everyone's passing the buck. But obviously there's a process at work here, and someone somewhere has to take some form of responsibility. If you look at what happened down in the Haygate estate, where you got the Lib Dem pass it to Labour, Labour pass it back to them, but the result was that here was an estate, over 1,200 homes, 1,200 people, families live there. The estate's demolished, it's gone, it's being replaced. I think the percentage of social housing that the 1,200 is being replaced by, I think it's going to be about 75 fully social homes. Is it 25?
The panel really missed the point. The question was, what are you going to do?
Yeah, hold on, Lloyd. Lloyd, let me land, because it's all connected. It's all connected. It's all related. It's all related. Don't worry. Because when you see how the people on the Haygate, they had a consultation and they voted to keep their estate under council, and the consultation, the result didn't mean anything at all.
That's a different estate. That's the Aylesbury, not the Haygate. They're different places.
Two different estates.
They're entirely different places.
You sure they're entirely different estates?
Sure they're entirely different estates.
For those people who know Elephant and Castle, South London, Wharf Road, tell me that Haygate and Aylesbury are two different estates. Please tell me that they're two completely different places, because they're all going down. They're all going down. The ballers are going in, and they're being replaced by housing, which probably 2/3 of it will be sold to overseas investors, which is what's happening to London's housing stock. It's being bought up by overseas people who find that because the housing market is so overinflated, you get a better return on your investment if you stick it in housing. But check this one. You get a better return on your investment if it's just in residential land. So now councils have realised that the land that your estate is built upon is worth more than actually the estate itself, which is why they come in with this regeneration talk. Run the estate into the ground, don't do the repairs, and they say, oh, maybe we should have a consultation to redevelop it and regenerate it. And then before you know it, developers are at your door, carrying out consultations, doing beautiful plans. So keep your eye on the ball on this one. In relation to what the young man said about the elders, because it's all connected. When I look at the boys, the old boys that is, up on Summerlayton Road where I used to be, and I see these men and how the whole community is now changed. And these men that gave their best years to this country are sitting in a little hut playing dominoes late at night in the cold. And I'm thinking, wow, look at this. The system is so cold that you could be in one of the most advanced Western democratic societies living like you're back at home in the bush somewhere. And what type of political system produces that treatment of its elders? Because I don't know how we live in a system where come winter time, people are having to make a choice between, do I heat my house or do I eat? You go to colder countries, Norway, Sweden, old people don't die in the winter. It doesn't happen. But for some reason, we have thousands of people in this country dying. And like the gentleman said, it actually works out in the benefit of the government because, you know, it lessens their pension bill. It's that cold. Cold.
What you suggest to change that then? What is your to change?
Well,
dying and people, you know, living in the cold. You as a politician.
Well, number one, as a green politician, we take a slightly different perspective to what the mainstream guys take in regards to how they deal with people. So whereas these men are looking to make a fast buck off of anything that moves, Greens are actually more concerned with people and the quality of people's lives. So to make sure, for example, that as an elderly person, you won't be in a position where you're going to be faced with fuel poverty. There was an estate up in Streatham, old people sheltered housing, I think it's called the Glebe, and the local council was looking to sell the Glebe off with the old people living there. Believe this, these are pensioners, people that gave their best years. This is the Labour Council looking to sell off the old people's home and hung them out to dry. And the elders ran and they connected with the Greens, and then the Greens looked into old certain covenants that exist on the land and found out that they couldn't sell the land. But they was looking to do that one time. And so you think to yourself, really? I mean, how many sides of your mouth can you speak out of at the same time? Really?